welcome to this. What are we? Episode
18.5.
Right, this is 18.5, the wedding episode, because we've got special guests.
Brother Matt.
Hello.
Matthew Thomas. And Laura Thomas, who gave Matt his new name. And they just got married yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yes, well done.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
How'd you feel?
I feel like a married man.
How does that feel?
I don't know.
It was a really good wedding, though. I gotta say, I had extremely fun time. And like looking back over the pictures today, have you checked like the hashtag that you had?
Yeah, we got given all the magician's pictures.
Already?
Yeah,
What,
like
for
he
GoPro?
just put them in Dropbox. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
nice.
So I can. Yeah. There's some of them where it's just fuzz, and then some of them where it's either like you're a wizard or it's like so it's a bit of a
You're a wizard or
Well, some people are either like, oh, what the hell just happened?
It's a lemon.
Really?
Yeah.
Get that lemon away from me.
Yeah, exactly. Where the hell did you pick that lemon from? Well, how can you made that little squishy ball 10 times bigger?
Yeah, that was wicked. Was it Emily's face? She was just like, what's this ball? Like, one of the little girls, and he said, "Oh, open your hand, this finger, then this finger," and then it just went, and this ball just came out
Did
of
it?
nowhere. She's
Yeah.
just like,
Did you not see the ball?
I didn't see that trick. He did the ball in the cup, which turned
with
into
the
a lemon.
Yeah.
It was very lemon heavy. Magician.
That's what his name is, Mr. Lemon Heavy.
Mr. Lemon.
lemon heavy.
There was one point where he was stood opposite me at the dinner table and he was doing magic, and I was just staring at his GoPro for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We can see it. We can see it on there because there's one where you kind of like you're looking across like really skeptical, as if like this guy is like an actual magician, like
Legit.
magic is real.
Like Merlin.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Actually, reminds me of, I had a dream last night, and the magician was in it.
The magician we saw.
The actual magician
Mr.
was in it.
Lemon
It was like we were, Mr. Lemon Heavy was in there. It was like I was just reliving that, the day, the wedding day, and we was at our table, and he's doing the tricks, but I saw how he
was
did
doing
the
it.
tricks, and I saw a card just go, and then like slide up his
Skin.
sleeve.
In your dream.
In the dream, yeah. So he was just like, as he was doing it all, and I could see all his sleight of hands, and I could just see them. But obviously in real life I couldn't. But in my dream,
You could. You're the dream
knew
warrior.
I knew the tricks.
By the way, the magician's name is Brian Gunton, not Mr. Lemon Heavy. I just want to say Brian Gunton.
He deserves credit.
He was amazing.
He really was.
Go and search him out.
He only did a couple of tricks at our table, and he came over to when me and Beck and Kirsty were sitting, and he was just about to start a trick, and there was a couple with a little girl. I don't know.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt and Amy Lee.
Matt.
Yeah. And so we went over there and did the trick, and I get it, kids like magic, but I was really good. I was like, I want to see the trick, because I would have had the same reaction. I was like, "Oh," I just love magic so much. But he was still good nonetheless.
Yeah, he was.
Spoke to Ben
amazing.
afterwards,
Yeah.
and he was exactly the same.
He lost his mind, just like at the stag. Just like, he just does this thing where he's like, you do something, he'll just go.
Did you just see that?
Yeah, like I was like, I'm looking at the same thing as you. Like,
he's just like back and forth, like, oh my god, like.
You got me a bunch of.
How did
you
that
got a
happen?
bunch of cherry cigars for the guys to
Yeah,
smoke, but I know everyone's not. I'm not a smoker,
But I
but
wouldn't have.
Did you?
Cherry cigars.
yeah, they were strawberry. Sorry, he was like. He's like, obviously this guy doesn't want it to smoke. He just wants to look like a badass with a big cigar.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's the sweetest thing you got?" So like, here's some strawberry cigars. But I completely forgot to do it. But it was for all the groomsmen, so we could all.
So end of story, you don't get
But
them.
basically, no, you don't have them.
You're going to have to buy a humidor.
Best story. Best story ever.
Keep them in top condition.
What a shame. How was did the day go? I mean, to you, did it fly for you guys, or did it?
We were talking about that actually. Just in the night, we were like, right. We was like, I was like, it went quick because now you're thinking about it. And I was like, oh my god, it's done. Like, 19 months of like preparation. It's just that's it. It's done. Now we have to realise that we've got normal lives to do now.
Yeah, all the fun's over.
Yeah, you're gonna go home and have nothing to do.
Yeah, well, I got stuff to do, but I don't want to do it because it's normal life stuff, boring stuff. So I'm like, oh great, got like assignments to do and all that crap. So
Finishing the shed.
yeah, well that's been 2 years in the making.
Under
She's
the
already on
thumb.
my, I know. She's already on me, bloody hell.
Got to have some for the horse.
Yeah,
It's true.
But yeah, we were talking about how like everything kind of some parts felt like it was in slow motion, and some parts were just like gone.
Yeah.
But there was loads of things we didn't do. Like I said, most of the things that people we hired, they were like, to be fair, it's not for you, it's for everybody else. So like, we didn't have any popcorn or candy floss.
Oh,
or,
no way.
Like I put a tattoo on myself. Just yeah, like no one was
the
there.
saddest thing I've ever.
But like it was for everybody else, you know. That's
Yeah.
what it was for. But like coming back, I was like, oh, we could have done this. I wish I
Yeah.
did that. But like everything
It
went.
is weird, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
you're the
everything went so perfectly,
Yeah.
and like because I'm just a perfectionist, everyone already had like a wicked time. It would have they probably wouldn't have noticed if I did that extra little thing that I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
But like everyone had an awesome time.
It was
So
amazing.
That's all I
Absolutely,
wanted.
And it was really good, like, to see you playing the half an hour music that you did as
Yeah.
well.
That was my
Even though
favourite
it was
bit, by the
your
way, the
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah, we
I
literally pulled
loved
it
that.
out at the end
Yeah.
because the girl that was singing just, didn't sing.
Right.
So,
Oh, there's meant to be someone who sings, was that?
yeah, so
Female
like,
singer, yeah.
I used to sing in Nothing New, but that was ages ago. So I was like, I sing in the car and stuff like that, but I've never done. I
You went for it.
don't do live stuff. So I was like, right, I had 3 or 4 practices, and I was like, right, let's clean these pipes,
Yeah,
musical pipes.
with a cherry cigar.
Yeah.
Nice and lubricated.
But Ken, he like learned how to play the double bass in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he
because
said
he's just
That's
Ken.
amazing.
He's like, because he's not used to the double bass. I saw the blisters on
Oh
his
yeah,
hands.
the
Oh,
blisters
really?
on his hands were they were
Unreal.
like, it looked like his fingertips were just black.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm really sorry, and he was
And
like,
I was
no. It's like, but he literally went. I was like, have you ever played one before? And he was like, hang on, doom doom, doom. He's like, yep, and that was it.
What?
Got it.
No
That's how-
way.
And I was
Are you
like-
serious?
I was like,
He
obviously,
is
he's
so
been able-
musically
he's-
talented.
yeah,
It's
like
unreal.
he's played piano since he was for forever. Like he can play any instrument. Give him a day with it. Give him 10 minutes with it. He can play it. Give him a day with it. He just
Yeah.
he'll
He'll
teach
master it.
teach
Yeah,
someone how to do it. Like
that's amazing.
Becky got a really good photo of him where he was sort of like
Yeah,
looking
we
up
saw
and
that,
he looked
yeah,
like he was
kind of
really into it.
Yeah, you were saying that really because you said how focused he looks.
It was a
and,
soulful photo. that
enjoy
was,
at the same time. Who was the other guy that played the bass? Because
Sean.
I've never seen Ollie's face light up so much because he looked at me and went, he's literally slapping the bass.
yeah,
I
he's
was like-
he's the bassist in Cowboy and the Corpse.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, is he?
that
Yeah.
that set
Sean.
was a Cowboy and the Corpse set.
Yeah.
That was Jamie and
Jamie
Oh,
and Sean.
okay.
And like that bass is so heavy, and he just goes, "Woo!"
Yeah, he
like
lifts it up
he
with
just lifts
one
like
arm.
Yeah.
it's just he's like a human ant. Like he's just like you just because they're very strong.
Yeah.
He hasn't got like 3 parts of his body, like 3 abdomens.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so that was it was kind of put in motion, but it was like a last minute thing as well because I wasn't sure if they were ready to do it.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, right, are we doing it? And they were like, yeah, we can do a few songs. And I was like, let's stick with the ones that people know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we do like Painkillers and Gin, like 2 people's gonna know it. And we didn't want to stop the momentum of that.
No, they were great
To be
choices.
honest-
I mean, everyone knew every single
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, and the last one, Spoon, was like, I learned how to play that song again. 'Cause we hadn't played it in about 4 or 5 years. And we hadn't practiced it, like we hadn't done anything. And I was like, right, he's like, do you still remember the lyrics? And I was like, I think so.
Yeah.
To everything, it was like, it just shows how talented the people I work with are. So it was just awesome.
It was amazing.
And it
was
kind
a
of
highlight.
It was a kind of cool bit. Like I said, I don't think it'd be me if I hadn't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it was awesome to see.
Even when you were gonna play, I was still gonna play a few.
Yeah.
Just because like
Oh,
I
yeah,
said,
you
they
did
would be
say,
like,
yeah.
how come Matt didn't play? You know.
Yeah. I showed my mum the video of the drum solo.
Oh, yeah. That was,
For like a minute and a half, she was like,
My dad was laughing because you just looked like you
Like-
had so much fun doing it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, like I said, that's what I do. So like I was like, that's my other life, And
Yeah.
like all my friends who hadn't seen me, they were kind of like, now I get you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
now I understand. Like I've only seen you in work and like outside, but
Of course, yeah, then
we
it's
still
unique.
really
Obviously,
hadn't.
we've seen
Yeah,
you,
like that's a
before.
massive part of my life. So like,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
It
I've
was-
told Kirsty so many times how good of a drummer you are, and she's like, yeah, I can't wait to see it. But when she saw the solo, it was just like,
It's so good.
I was like, just look at
but I
that.
said to Ken, I was like, oh, let's just not bother, don't worry. But he's like, I'm tuning in, do something. So I was like,
Larry, I think.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, Larry
Yeah.
shouted drum solo.
It's
and
definitely
and
the
then there
Ron
was a-
Burgundy like flute under the thing, like
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
prepared at
okay.
all. Like,
Aqualung.
yeah, like I'm always, of course, I'm gonna do it because I
Yeah.
love playing it and I've worked my ass off to be able to do what I can do. But
Yeah.
but like I said, I don't think it wouldn't have been me if
If you
that
didn't play
hadn't have
with
done it. And I like the kind of karaoke feel of it,
Yeah.
like but like not cheesy karaoke.
No,
like,
it was. And to be fair, Dale stepped in and sang a song as well.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
What did you think? Kiss Me, wasn't it?
Kiss
Yeah.
Me.
And like they
How
were
do you know
all
the lyrics to
with
that?
your mum as
So I
well.
know that. No, that was
That would have
that
been
was
weird.
Valerie.
For you. Oh right, yeah.
yeah, that was
Sounds
Valerie.
like-
yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
Valerie.
Yeah, Valerie, then.
Basically, Mike sang bits of it at first, and then my mum was just like, "Oh my god, I love this song. Really want to go up and sing." I was like, "Well, go on then." And she went, "Well, come with me." So we just literally kicked Mike off the mic.
Is this Valerie?
Valerie.
Right, okay.
And then then we started singing. I apologised to Mike, but he said it was absolutely fine because
You didn't have a singing part in that anyway, so.
no, did he not?
No.
Oh, he said to sing and to
Like I was.
guitar at the same time on
Yeah.
that song's really hard.
Yeah, he did. There was a few like bits that we could have added, but like I said, it wouldn't have felt right if everything went perfectly. Like like it was kind of a like that's what the charm was about. And he kind of messed up a song, and it was like if it just felt right. I think at the time.
It fitted really well.
And all the people that were there were the right people because they're the ones that would sing. And like we did 1,000 Miles, and it was
That was good.
that was
was
a
great,
the
yeah,
big
like
crowd
that.
participation.
Yeah.
And my friend Millie has got like that bit like on camera, so like it just sounds awesome. And even
Yeah.
some of the guys I used to play in either with with their band or in bands with, they were like, it's just amazing. It
Yeah.
sounded really really cool. So I was like, I'm glad because
Was there someone live streaming it? Because it looked like someone was.
Mike
So
was.
Mike was,
Yeah, I
He
thought
did like
so.
a few bits, and Millie was doing a few bits. They did like Mike did like some of the main.
Yeah.
He did like the
Main
ceremony,
events,
like
yeah.
walking down and stuff, but in his own way. So it was like, everywhere. And,
Mainly crotch shots.
yeah, crotch shots. Yeah, it was one where he was kind of like, on his lapel, kind of just looking up, and it's.
I
Yeah,
will
but-
say, do you know when you two were sitting up and you were signed in, and then there was me and Missy up there as well,
Yeah.
doing the signatures, and we all stood for the picture. Mike was trying to get my attention, like really trying to get my attention. So I was like looking at the camera, and then I quickly looked at him, and he's like, him and Spoon were laughing.
Yeah.
Didn't know what they were laughing about, so I just like giggled. I was like, I don't know what's going on. As I walked past, he showed the camera, and it was a full naked woman on the front of his on his phone, on the screen of his phone. He was trying to get my attention to kind of go like, hey, like just so I could laugh or whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's actually really. Someone took a really good picture. I think it might have been Lowry or someone did a really cool picture of us four, like at the signing thing.
I need
Yeah,
to see
there's-
all the photos.
yeah,
like,
there's-
in a,
Yeah, because we had the hashtag. We've got about 100
Yeah.
pictures on there at the moment on the hashtag.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot
really?
of people didn't know
It was
about
on
that
there, yeah.
it was on the wristband. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I thought that's what they were there for, so people could read them. And some of them were like, oh, we obviously just posted them up, and we'll add all the things on later. But we were gonna do it when we have all the pictures, so we'll take all the good pictures up and of like the, the photo booth thing,
Yeah.
the
that was-
magician,
That's
like
funny.
so like
Yeah.
and everything. Like there were some little bits where like John, the guy who was like running the show, had to come up and go like, Matt, when you got 5 minutes, we've got an issue. So I was like, okay, but he was like, this is the issue. This is what I want to do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like I was like, yeah, go for it. He's like, the tables, some of the table stuff didn't go as smooth as he wanted it, but it
It
worked.
worked.
It still worked, yeah, absolutely.
But he was
Because
just like,
no one, if you wouldn't have said that, we would have known that.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I don't think
he just
anyone
came,
thought-
he just came to me and was like, right,
Yeah.
the photo booth should have been where the welcome sign was, but obviously their photo booth thing they had was massive.
Massive.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, it was. I wouldn't have wanted to put him
The
in
weather
there.
held up so
Yeah,
well
and the
though,
weather
as well.
was just
Yeah, you were
absolutely
lucky.
amazing.
It wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been outside then. If
No, really,
Yeah,
really nice.
and like it was really light until
Yeah.
like
yeah.
9:30, 10. But
if anyone does want to see any photos, by the way, it's hashtag MLWed16.
16.
Yeah. So
I misread it as mildew at one point. I was like,
June 16.
I was like, what?
oh,
Let's have a look.
It's not a,
Oh, yeah, it does look
not a
like
common hashtag. What was your favourite part of the day, Law? Besides bagging this hunk of a man.
hunk of chunk.
I don't know actually.
When it was over?
You look really
Definitely
tired.
after the ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
she
looked
was
like
literally
you
like,
were,
she
so
didn't
much
even
more
walk, she just
relaxed.
vibrated
Yeah.
down the aisle. Like,
It was literally awful. Worst thing I've ever done.
What, walking down the aisle?
Yeah.
Really?
No, get married.
well, you're not a fan of people staring at you, so.
No, I hate
Oh
it.
dear.
No, that makes sense.
I really
Yeah. Even though you're with me, which is just a walking billboard of, hey, come and look at me.
That is true. Yeah.
But that means, I guess, they're not looking at you, they're looking at me.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes past you into me.
I was looking at you.
A bit too
That's
much.
why my arm was shaking.
My back's hurting. It's the only thing Ollie's looking at me.
I don't know, yeah. After the ceremony. With the ice cream.
Yeah,
The ice cream.
that was
That was
amazing.
really
as
You
well.
mocked me
Yeah.
for that.
Mocked you.
About ice cream because
Oh, yeah.
your
No.
mum comes over. No, let me.
I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call it mock.
I would. Your mum comes over
Ridicule.
and he says,
Derided,
he
maybe.
says, sorry, she said, "Oh guys, go upstairs, ice cream," and we thought it was about the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
right.
we were surprised we weren't allowed to say and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I went, "Oh, cool ice
She's
cream!"
like,
and I was
"Nope,
cool
not yet."
ice cream upstairs, and then back in Ollie were like, "No, it's about the bubbles. What are you on about?"
Child.
Went upstairs. There was an ice cream van. I was like, "Ice cream." I told you. So
Yeah.
I want an
That was
apology.
wicked.
See, I'm glad I didn't tell everybody because
Okay.
I was just walking around telling everybody what was happening.
Yeah.
'Cause I was just so excited about it. Laura was
Yeah.
like, "Stop telling everybody." And I was like, "Yes, we got this and this and this and this and this and this and then this is gonna happen at 2:30 and then this." So they were like, "Oh, okay." So I've already been to it pretty much in my head.
Nah, it's still you had to experience it.
Yeah,
It's
so you had to see. Like, there was a lot of stuff that you had to see, but like every single bit was made by hand.
Yeah.
Like all the the props were like put together by hand.
Yeah.
But like the wedding invitations were printed by the Spoon made the design and I printed them and then we cut them out. Like all the popcorn boxes we ordered and we popped the popcorn ourselves and like literally every single thing.
I can't fault you on how much you did, and I showed my parents that pictures today when I went to go see them, and they were just like, "Wow!" They were like, "Oh, and there was this, oh, and there was that." And
Yeah,
And I said
exactly.
it was all
There
made. They
was
were
this-
they were amazed, and they loved the look of it. So
When we were talking to John about all the
Congratulations.
things so he was like, right, so you've got the horse, and then that you walk past that and you've got the tattoos, and then you got the candy floss. He's like, anything else? And I was like, there's a band, and he's like, right, okay, let's go back. So we've got this, and it was just you had like a 3-page list of all the things that were coming down and when they had to come out
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we wanted to keep everything a surprise. Because you went down and it was quite
They
bland.
did it really well, I think.
And then you literally had maybe half hour the ceremony was like 10 minutes.
yeah, it was really
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, it was.
One of the quickest.
Yeah. Even the woman was like, "This is probably one of the quickest because there's no like big song like and dance about it. There's no readings. There's no
Just
she's like,
like,
you
you know,
literally
legal binding. done.
even all the things that they had to read. We like chose like the one line instead of the 4 lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we were like, okay. So she's like, it's literally gonna be done. I think it was 7 minutes it took. Like from
It did feel quick.
No.
from when she said, hello everybody, can everyone
Sit down.
like obviously add a few minutes for like the arrival of everybody, maybe 2 because everyone quite
Yeah.
quite
Was
quick in.
speedy, yeah.
It's good though, because no one really wants to
Yeah, I
hear
know,
hymns
exactly.
and shit
Yeah,
like that. They
yeah.
just
Oh, no.
want to say,
Oh,
"Do
that's
you
the
love
thing.
her? Do you love him?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like to
Everyone's-
us, like
everyone's-
Drink.
yeah,
to us, like obviously the
Mazel
wedding
tov.
was the reason. Yeah, the wedding was the reason everyone's there. But I was like, for us, it was like it feels like we've been married forever. Like we've been together for
Just
so long.
making it official.
Yeah, it's kind of having that thing, and then we were like, right, this party is gonna be what it is. I want everyone to I want to ruin weddings for everybody. That's what I want to do. Like,
Oh, you've set the bar to be
Yeah.
fair,
You want to ruin weddings.
yeah, I want to ruin people's experiences because of my own.
You're such a thoughtful
I
man.
know
Yeah.
I am, but I'd hate for someone to just be like, oh yeah, it was a really nice day, but we had to wait so long for this. So I was like, right,
Yeah.
inject every single thing in every single minute. I want there to be too much stuff to do, and I think there was.
I was
The
not.
games-
I was
the
not
games
bored.
are awesome.
I was
Yeah.
not bored for a moment. I
Yeah,
really
exactly,
wasn't.
and that's
It
what I
was-
wanted,
yeah, it
'cause
was so
we'd
much
been
Love
to
the
a-
action shot of us 3.
Oh yeah, there's some
Oh,
wicked.
no.
Oh, yeah.
where it's just,
Which
And
one?
there's-
They're all
Shooting
so
gallery.
good.
there's one in the gallery where you're just like up against the duck, like. And you cracked me up with that Spider-Man pose
Brilliant.
because I was like, right, if you turned around, you were on the floor, and I was like, yeah, because we
I
had
haven't
all
seen that.
we had all like our Avengers t-shirts
Yeah.
on,
Oh.
and we had pictures where we had them like open. We had a picture where we had like we doing the stances and stuff, and I was like going around going like Spoon kind of put his hands to his side like a penguin because he was Iron Man to kind of have his little jet thing. So he was like,
Penguin Man.
yeah. You had Captain America, so he was quite like, like
America.
yeah, America.
That was Mike, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just
I was thought.
you kind of put
So
your
I
hand
kind
out
of
and then
went-
just went
I thought you
as if you were swinging a little handbag. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was doing this, and then I went.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
that was
would
like
make more
yeah,
sense.
but in a picture
Yeah, none of that.
you
Comes.
do that
Yeah.
or that,
thought
you
you-
know, fist in the air or handbag.
Yeah.
So I said, Ken was like, I'm the Punisher, what do I do? And I was like, just look grumpy. And I looked over and he was just like, I was like, yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect.
Stay like that, just cross your arms.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you were on the floor, like,
He was ready.
you were on the floor, literally, like, and then you went,
Any
You're
excuse,
spider already. I love it.
Any excuse.
and we did like a run. We didn't know what to do. She was like, right, pretend you're like running towards me. So we were like, all right. So we all kind of went like that. And then she was like, "Are you gonna run?"
And we were like, oh, we actually gotta run at you.
Ken,
She's
like, so one of us run. Like Ken, I think Ken run, and then he turned around. And there's no one else because we were all like running in slow motion as if to get a picture. And then we were like, all right, let's go back. And left to it. And I was just walking like I just got like a fridge on my back. But yeah, we did like a Civil War kind of thing as well.
That's cool.
And then all the
This is all the professional photographer, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing that.
sweet, yeah.
Hitting the table, is it?
So big knees, big knees.
How are you getting the photos? Are they going to do it in like a book for you, or are you getting digital?
I think they're just gonna send. They said on Monday they're gonna just get us like a big bunch of
Wicked.
pictures ready, like just some of the
It was
highlights.
like a card so you can see them online, the photo booth. Do you have a code for that? Or
I don't know. I didn't get one of those cards. So if anyone's got a card, then we can.
Oh,
look
we've got
at
one.
it.
I'll show you after.
That'd be cool, just because they might have uploaded them, or they might be doing them tomorrow
Exactly,
or whatever.
yeah.
I can't wait to see
What,
it
like
all.
they upload it to their website and you can see
And
them
then,
with the
yeah, I
code?
reckon you can see
Oh,
them
yeah.
with a pin, so you might have to contact them and get a pin. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll
That
see what
sounds good.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I'm so glad that like it was just because I wanted to fill it with so much stuff. Like when I was just
Certainly did that.
walking up the stairs, like just hearing like the tins fall on the floor and stuff, and I was like,
People
yes, that was
laughing.
really cool. You know,
Yeah.
like
It was awesome.
you know the tattoo chair. Like I don't think there's any tattoos left, and there was like there was about 300 tattoos that we had like
there really?
done. Yeah.
At the end, like Kirsty's got a full sleeve
Yeah.
of
Oh, no
tattoos
way.
now. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Is she?
Ollie,
She's like, I love them. I was like, well, get a real one then.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm going to. Like,
Ollie's put 2 rainbows on his head
Double
Yeah.
rainbow.
Yeah, that's so funny.
All the way across the
Double
forehead
rainbow.
line.
across the dome.
yeah,
Awful.
bless
I
him.
regretted
John,
that.
John Crean. I was like, everyone was like, when all the other Odeon crew came,
Oh yeah.
saw his, said, oh, I loved it, and then John was like, what's this? And I was like, have you seen his head? No. And he had to like bow down because he's so small. You have to bow
Get on
down
my
to
back,
show
John.
you his head. Like,
So sure.
I didn't really speak to him. I literally went. The first time I spoke to him is when I said goodbye to him.
oh,
He came
Oh,
up and
really?
I was like, I haven't spoken to you. I was like, hey, see you later. like,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
again,
I said
like,
going
it
round.
doesn't-
Like, I felt like I had to apologise because I hadn't really spoken to
Yeah.
people.
It's,
Wow.
difficult,
There
isn't
was,
it?
I spoke
Yeah.
to people that like Ed came over from Ireland.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him for
I never
5
got to
years.
speak to him.
And I was like, I want to speak to him because I'm probably not going to see him for another 5 years, unless like physically go and get myself over there.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
nice
like
of
you
to say,
guys, I
though,
probably
isn't
see all the time. I'm sick of you guys.
it? Yeah, fair play.
It was.
But like, yeah, like that, yeah,
Mm,
like I said, it just
absolutely.
shows like the bond that you have.
Yeah,
between
real
people,
friends.
You know, like
Absolutely.
during your dad's speech, he said that one woman cancelled a holiday.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
My godmother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that
so
is
lovely.
amazing for that.
Where
Yeah.
was she due to go?
Bognor Regis.
Oh. yeah. She's like, thank fuck.
It was
Thank fuck
gorgeous.
there's a
Swansea.
wedding. Yeah. Thank Christ.
No, where were they going? I think it's because they couldn't change the flights, could they? So they went,
Yeah,
oh, let's
they
just.
tried to change the flights,
But it was
Oh,
like cost
okay.
too much money, so they said, right, if we just stop it and just do it another time.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they had a wicked time. So I was like, I would have hated it if they were like,
We miss
oh,
holiday.
everybody
for
missed
this.
holiday
Yeah.
for this crap.
If you got like a snapshot of one part of the day which sticks out, anything like this top most in your
Yeah, like
memory.
your favourite moment, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I think for me it was the bubbles.
Bubbles.
Because I was,
That was
don't know how I was
so
going to pull
good.
it off, so I was like,
Turn
right.
around, you were like, do the bubbles. And you were like, what the what?
Well, the bubbles, and then it was like bubbles everywhere, and you were like, "What the?" I wanted to just be like, "Everybody, get your bubbles out!"
Yeah.
But I was like, probably get Nans being like, frisky Nans,
Frisky now.
Frisky bubble hands.
yeah. But then, yeah, because you were like, because you'd seen, I was like, everybody hide
I
the
told
things.
everyone.
I was like, everybody hide, and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, Matt, what am I doing with this bubble thing? And I'm like, shh.
Yeah.
Did you know or not?
No.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah,
No,
so
yeah.
At least it
she
wasn't
thought.
spoiled.
Yeah, she thought. I'm guessing you must have. You saw them because I know you said you saw them. You saw the little.
I saw people with
with the ice cream
the
things.
ice cream things, but
You didn't
They
question.
could have been
I'm a
sweet
bit-
so
yeah.
for all.
Yeah,
They could have been.
it's a bit
I'm
softer,
a bit
yeah.
slow, so
Yeah.
I just
Well, no, I
Didn't
just saw
really
people.
see
I
it.
just saw people like with them, and I'm just like.
Yeah.
on the side.
Emily,
Yeah, I didn't
Emily had a
know.
little purse and she was just like, "Look what I've got," and I was like, "Yeah, I know. I give it to you. Like I know."
That was really good though, because then like we formed two
Yeah,
couple
that
of
was-
lines.
Yeah,
didn't we,
that
and
was
you were-
that was them because like she said, "How do you want to do it?"
Oh,
The
that was them, was it?
photographer,
Right,
She
okay.
said, "How do you want to do it?"
Yeah,
we said
'cause-
you two up front, and then I said I'm going to give a signal for when we should do them.
Yeah.
But they would be taking the photos, and then they would just start coming up behind you two. You just turn around, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Because the other way, the other way was trying to get everybody in. Well, get me and Laura in the castle, and then try and get everybody in line to then come out. And I was like, oh, forget this. This is going to be too hard. So right, we've got everyone together now. I was like, right, I'll just give the signal. Everyone get your bubbles out. You know, give them a wave.
Start a pistol.
Put your lighters up.
Yeah. But then she said, if we do, you know, column here, and then that'll be them walking down the aisle.
It was like, just walk abnormally slow. We were like,
but it looked
yeah,
so
and I was
good.
so
can't
happy,
wait to
like
see the
40
photos
people
for
with
that.
all the bubbles and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
quite excited.
It just kept going up and up. It was amazing.
Your picture of me, just when I look like a bubble assassin.
Yeah.
Cause I'm
It was
just
like-
staring at
it
Ollie
looked-
just with this bubble thing going.
It looked like an assassination attempt because you two were walking down the middle of the aisle and Chris was there like. Like he was gonna send
I
one
will
right to
kill
your
you.
temple. Yeah.
I saw one though, not a picture, but I was blowing bubbles here, and the wind was going down to your side, and you went like that to start to blow some bubbles, and a bubble just went and popped on your mouth. I was just like, oh no.
It happened with one of the bridesmaids next to me. He just went over her face. She went. I went. So sorry.
Splashed you in the
Probably
bubble
used to it,
face.
Sorry.
Nothing. No, I won't. I'll put this on YouTube. Do you mind if I do
Yeah,
like a slideshow of all of our photos together?
Yeah, that's
And then
fine.
I'll
That'd be
do a
awesome.
video, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool,
I'll sort
yeah.
that out. Yeah.
Right, Laura, you can talk more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah, but
your
I've
favorite
talked
time
a
is
lot.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment?
This is my moment.
I did like the bubble.
Yeah.
Bubbles as well.
It was amazing. I think it just went flawlessly.
Yeah.
like,
When you say favorite moment,
from
you could just say the whole
from
day.
our end, it went flawlessly.
Absolutely.
What would you think as well?
Say what again?
So from the guest's point of view, I think we all thought it was flawlessly. Like,
Oh, yeah, there was so
there was
many
no
things
boredom.
like-
There was nothing too
Yeah.
long. So on your end, did everything go right? I
Laura's
know there was a
end
few hiccups with the food, especially.
Yeah, the food was.
Yeah, the menus had been changed
yeah.
without their knowledge.
We had the creepiest waiter, who was the girl sat next to me, Jess,
Jess,
the teacher.
Jess, yeah.
Yeah.
He came over at the end of the meal and he was like, "Do you want coffee?" And she was like, "Yes, please." And then he put cream and sugar on the table and he stared her directly in the eye for about 30 seconds and he was like, "There's cream." It's like, I felt uncomfortable for her. And I was like, "You're definitely getting raped." I was like, that's happening.
Yeah, we
that's
had,
for sure.
we had like,
Don't trust the cream.
no, what was
It's
it?
not 100%.
Yeah, we had.
It's not.
Do you know from Harry Potter, all the like
The chamber of
the
goblins or whatever.
the goblins, like they look after all the
the
money
books
and
and
stuff, all the
stuff.
books and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it looked like two of the people from there were like kind of waiting at our table, and this one was like, "Yeah, you want any cream with that?" What did you get? With
What's your
chicken.
name?
She squirts it out,
Yeah.
lactates.
We
Yeah.
had the complete opposite. We had a very very young girl. I mean, don't get me wrong. I
She was
love
3.
Yeah.
Start them early.
Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved the venue and everything you guys put into it. The service was pretty below average, I would say. Like
Oh,
some people just didn't know what the hell.
The
was
girl
going
behind
on.
the bar
Yeah.
was not talking.
she was
awful.
Yeah.
She
What do you
looked-
Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
like, yeah, and that's the issue we had was the
Yeah, she was
caterers
awful.
because,
Yeah.
like I said, there was little things that I was completely forgotten, like just missed, and I was like, oh, you know, shit happens.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, it's fine. But I was like, if I went back, I'd have gone right. Make sure you have this to do. Make sure you have that to do.
Yeah.
And then make sure the caterers are completely different people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Were they Castle staff or were they?
They were Cardiff
They were
Council,
Oh right.
Cardiff
Right,
Council.
okay.
Explains
Yeah,
it, I suppose.
and that's the only people you could choose. So
Huge.
yeah, they'll
That
have a nice. You
explains
can have
it.
a lovely email from us.
Yeah.
No, I
Because,
thought
you
it
know,
was
like,
great. I
you know.
like
Oh yeah, I mean it didn't.
It provided
didn't
humour.
Yeah,
Like,
it didn't
it was-
destroy the day. Not by
No,
any
yeah,
bit. But
that's-
there was some bits who were like, really?
Yeah.
The girl who served us, she like put down all the rare bits and some of us ordered the mushroom,
Yeah.
the starter. And Beck said, you know, oh sorry, we ordered the mushroom. It was on our little menu here. She went, well, I was told just to put all rare bits down.
Yeah, and I was like, well, they were given literally me.
given
It's
it.
me. I was like, so everyone was given like I sent out about 100 emails, kind of going right. This is what you need.
Yeah.
This is their food, and then they come around going, "What food are you having today?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Spoon
if
had
I
to tell them how many what of what.
yeah, but if
were-
I didn't have that printed out, people wouldn't have not have known. Like unless you
That's the
really,
thing.
really,
Unless you remembered,
really
yeah.
remembered, and you were like, right, I can't wait to have this and this and this.
Yeah.
But even if you did, it would have been wrong because you know the butternut squash was a ricotta and spinach like
ricotta,
thing,
yeah.
and then
instead of tortellini.
the chicken was with gravy instead of like a cream sauce. So it was like,
Oh yeah, some people went, hang on.
yeah, the reason that people didn't choose the chicken was because it had cream sauce, and they were like,
no
dairy
way.
free. And they were like, "Oh, I would have had that."
Yeah,
But then the funny thing was, the reason they didn't choose that because it wasn't, dairy free. They chose the thing that was dairy free, and what they were given was the spinach and ricotta ravioli.
Yeah.
So I was like, so they chose the other thing, but got what they shouldn't had.
The dairy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so that was. They'll have a nice email from me.
Missy had it was there cheese on one of the mushroom that she was given.
Yeah,
no, Yeah.
She's
it's on a
dairy
mushroom.
free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
right.
she
And
had
then I went up
pasta,
and-
which has more cheese on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have,
So-
to, have to have another wedding.
Yeah.
Just-
Just
No,
start fresh.
Do it
no.
all
Only
again.
another 19
No.
months back, it'll be fine.
Get it annulled and do it properly.
Yeah, but like luckily, like I said, it was like I said to John, I said what they did was like 3,000%.
Yeah.
So because the caterings, was like 20%, it made up for the fact
It
that
did, yeah. The whole
and most
evening
people
went
probably
so
wouldn't
well, I
even
think.
No.
known what that anything had changed.
No.
They probably would have gone, oh, okay, fair enough, whatever. Like.
Like I said, it didn't ruin the day one bit.
Yeah, and that was what I was annoyed at. I was like, I wanted it perfect from
I
start to
think
finish.
it was
but
though. I think
Oh,
it was.
yeah,
It was
like,
like
it
it was
was
a
so good.
perfect day.
Yeah.
Even if little things don't go 100% to plan.
Yeah.
You know.
There was just smiles on everyone's
It
faces.
couldn't have been
and after,
better,
when
yeah.
me and Beck got home, that was a fucking good
Yeah,
wedding,
this
wasn't it? We
morning
were
as
just
well.
like, we're just like so happy. It
yeah, I
was-
think we've been talking
absolutely
about this
loved
for
it.
a long time.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One thing you guys don't know is when I went up to do the rings, we took off Laura's engagement ring to put her ring back on, and I put it in the box. So I went down, you were having the signatures, and she's like, can I get the engagement ring back? I was like, yeah, not a problem. So I went like that, and I grabbed her hand and went to put it on her finger. I was like,
No.
we're pretty much getting engaged right now. She's like, no, I better do that. I was like, yeah, okay, you're right.
It's a bit weird.
And
That's
off.
really clever.
So yeah, Matt, you're gone. I'm
Yeah,
I was now stepped
I'm now
in.
engaged.
That's how I felt putting the wristbands on people. It was like,
I do.
just feel right.
Some people just went up. Some
Do you
people
want
like, because I did it as well. Like, put it on people and do it
Yeah.
up, and some people just went, I'll do it. And just,
Whatever
Oh, really?
works,
Walked
or
off, yeah.
whatever works.
Yeah.
However, I can
Oh,
snag
okay then.
myself a wife.
yeah, one woman, you put it on one woman, and then you went to go and to the zip tie up, and she just walked away with it loose. And you're like, are you gonna? Yes, I'll do it.
She was like that all afternoon.
I tried to do it myself though, and I was just like,
Yeah, it's
no,
hard.
No, to the point where it's like, yeah, it's cutting off the circulation to my hand now.
Yeah, it was quite tight, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't get one
Yeah.
until this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody forgot to give one to the bride.
Oh,
Me?
Well,
What
they-
the fuck?
You're like, what?
I legit panicked then. Like, you had one job.
yeah. Well, it was because as I said, when you came down, type of thing, it was that the woman told me to be up there with Matt. So when you were ready down and everything, I had to be told to go somewhere else, and I do apologise. You had it this morning, so sure.
You knew what it was and where you were. You had the
already
dress. The,
know. I know.
the dress was the confirmation, to be fair.
Waiting for somebody to say
Sorry,
You're
I'm
not
sorry.
coming in.
Yeah, you're not allowed
There
in,
you go.
sorry. Yeah, no. Just go away. You're not on the
Wait.
list.
There you go then. Well, yeah, it was an amazing day. So thank
Absolutely.
you for putting it on for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Thank
Um,
you for coming.
Oh,
Thank you for being
absolutely.
part of it.
You genuinely looked like you had a great day. You
It was
were you were
amazing.
dead by the. I remember talking to you at like 10 to 11. You were like, "How long's left?" And I was like, 10 minutes. And I was like, "Oh no, an hour and 10." And you were like, "Fuck."
Melted into the
Just
seat.
wanna go to bed. Oh, there you go. So yeah, amazing. Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Well then, thank you very much for inviting us.
Well, yeah, thanks for being a part of it.
No
You're
problem.
welcome. Made the day.
£20, that's £50, please.
There you go. That's episode what? 18.5.
18.5, and stay
Good.
tuned for 19 coming
Which
up.
we're gonna record now.
Yes, let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.